Good evening and welcome to Elk Grove, Illinois for the Battle of Elk Grove tonight, where we have the Conant Cougars visiting the Elk Grove Grenadiers. We have a good one this evening between these two rivals, you would say. I'm Chris Randall, joined by John Walls. John, what are the keys here for the night for the Grens to get a victory or just to stay in this one?
Yeah, this crossover is always something completely different. You could have teams that are opposite ends of the win-loss column, and you got to remember, a lot of these girls have played youth sports together because Elk Grove has one park district, so to speak. High school is unique. If you're on the west side of 53, you go to Conant. East side, you go to Elk Grove. So you can throw out at any point in the season the records on this thing. We saw Elk Grove girls a couple nights ago, and they have a lack of height. Um, but man, other than that first quarter, I thought they played pretty well.
Yeah, I would agree as well. You kind of brought up the records just to go say them out loud. The Grens are 0-8, while the Cougars come in here tonight 2-5, but they're 0-4 away from their home court. So something's got to give on that sense today. One team's going to get a win in a category. So sit back and enjoy this rivalry between these two. The Grens and the Cougs coming your way here. Starting lineups are being set out here. So the jerseys tonight, Grens are in their all whites. Conants are in their navies. For the Grens, number 4, Danica Little. Number 11, Zarelia Miles. Number 13, Maggie Maher. Number 15, Ariana Troush. And number 22, Katie Wirtz. And as for Conant, we'll get those to you shortly. But before we get started here tonight, what do you want to see? Who do you want to target as a key player?
To be honest, she's not a starter, but I thought she was the most enjoyable player to watch yesterday or last week for Elk Grove. That's number 23, Sefik. I think they bring her in for about 3-4 minute spurts, and the whole team just gets energized. She's a beast down below. I mean, she doesn't get pushed around by anybody. She's constantly smiling. She enjoys the game. But it looks like Coach Linfors has a pretty long bench. I mean, if I go down this list, there's only a couple that I don't remember calling out last week. So keep them fresh. And like I said, it's hard to know what Conant really has. Yeah, they've got 2 or 3 wins, but who knows who they were against, you know?
Yeah.
A month from now, we would have an idea, better idea.
So the starters for Conant, number 10, Allie Holmes. Number 15, Caitlin Fink. Number 21, Asha Cobb. Number 25, Olivia Hagler. Number 30, Canna Bradrich. And we are underway here in the gym of Elk Road High School. Tip is won by Conant.
My first look is that Elk Grove is equal to height, and that's not always the case for Elk Grove.
Shot by number 21, Cobb, off the mark. Defensive rebound is going to be tipped away, driven in by Bradrich. Skip past Maher is going to pick up the first foul of the game, and that's going to be on Cobb.
She wants that one back. Yeah. That's way too early for that foul, but that's just being energetic the first 30 seconds of the game.
Yeah, one thing I did see on this Conant team is they shoot a lot of threes.
Well, having said that, number 40 just came in. I watched her in warm-ups. She literally went like 9 for 10 from the 3, and it was absolutely effortless.
Inbound here to Cobb. Cobb's got it at the top of the key. And there you go, Tierney, she's got the ball.
Ariana Troush is just going to have to stick to her like glue. It's not going to be easy. She's giving up a couple inches, but I think Troush has probably got a little more speed.
Yeah, definitely. Troush is one of the players I have in my notes last year. She really impressed me with her hustle play on both sides of the court the following Friday night when we were here. So turnover for Conant, and Elk Grove's got their first possession here with Maher dribbling it up.
Straight up man-to-man defense by Conant.
Miles with a skip pass towards Little. Wirtz has it at the top now. Picks up her dribble.
Oh, they're in the zone,
finds
actually.
Miles. Hand off to Troush. We just talked about her. Skip underneath, and that's going to be a foul.
2 shots.
Miles is going to go to the line for 2. That's
it
something
looked like it was man-to-man, but they went down in the zone. And when you have somebody as tall as number 40, and I'll get her name here in a minute, it's not a bad way to go because anybody's going to have a hard time getting around her height to get to the rim.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good offensive possession there, too. Ball swung, didn't stick in the hands for Elk Grove, so that's a good sign for an 0-8 team looking to get onto the wing column. First one hits off the back iron for Zarelia Miles.
Elk Grove struggled at the line last couple weeks ago or a couple days ago.
Yeah, they shot 71 from the free throw stripe, but as a team 2 weeks ago when I brought up, they were 30% from the line as Miles goes 0 for 2. Defensive rebound by Hagler. Hagler's got a high arcing shot from what I saw on the notes from Conant, so we'll see if she can have some time to pull it off. The layup is going to be missed by Barderich and a defensive rebound by Wirtz.
Slow it up.
One and done for Conant. Maher, top of the key, being guarded by Hagler.
She should have fired that unless it came into her a little weird, but that was a wide open 3 look.
Loose ball out of bounds. Maher dribbles it off, and it goes as a turnover. Conant possession. So we're 1:30 gone, and still no one scored. Conant 0 for 2 from the field, and Elk Grove 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Troush has got to get in there. If she picks up her dribble, she's got to get right in her face.
Holmes has it. Holmes finds Cobb. Cobb looking towards Hagler. Now they switch it back. Inside to Tierney. Tierney kick out to Cobb. Cobb shoots it for 3. Off the back iron. Good defensive rebound by Troush. And finds Maher.
Tierney's luckily she didn't pick up her second. I believe she has one. Maybe not, but she a little too far of a reach in.
Maher for 3. That's going to get us on the board. First points of the game goes to Maggie Maher for 3. Good start there. Maher took a lot of shots on Friday night. If she gets going early, this one could start going in Elk Grove's favor. Holmes has it in the short corner.
Conant's got a ton of energy on offense, but I'll tell you, Elk Grove's answering the bell. Troush can't leave that defensive position.
Tierney misses the layup. We're going to have a foul. We'll see where it goes. It's going to be on Tierney. Good offensive play by Conant, but missed the layup.
I know you don't want to give any easy shots, but Troush left with Tierney, and she was just inside the free throw line. I still like the fact, let her take that shot, because Tierney's not going to miss an easy layup.
Yeah. Got lucky on the first one there, but she won't miss too many bunnies.
Well, to help that is somebody down on the baseline's just got to leave their person and come, a little help defense. But we'll see what the Coach Linfers and Moore come up with.
Miles hands it off to Maher. Looked inside towards Troush, gives it up towards Little. Little hands right back to Maher. Pretty bad spacing to start. Maher now has a little one-on-one. Look towards the back door of Wirtz. Forced to pass into Troush, and we're going to have our held ball here.
I think Maggie had an easy chance at a left-handed layup, and I think she was just trying to run the play. Try to please coach sometimes, like I want to run the play, but we always just say, take a shot. That's what basketball is. I'll tell you when we don't want you to take a shot. And she had a little easy lane to the rim, but.
And shooters got to keep shooting too. Troush layup right-handed, falls through. Elk Grove 5-0 lead here. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Troush for 2. Right here, Holmes has it. Finds the newcomer Lila Clifton. She shoots, no good. Maher defensive rebound.
Hasn't been a friendly rim for Conant, but keep up the defensive effort.
Maher looking through. Skip pass towards Wirtz. Wirtz right back to Maher. Pump fake, dribble drive, layup. No good. Defensive rebound by Clifton.
Yeah, take that every time you can get it.
Did see Lila Clifton's a tall presence inside for Conant. She had like 5 blocks their last game. So
what number?
Number 5.
5, yeah.
She is a sophomore, so somewhere to look out for the future years for Conant. As Katie Wirtz picks up her first foul of the game. 2 free throws coming for Conant, looking to get on the scoreboard.
Bradridge at the line. She just took a nice little beeline to the hoop between 2 players.
First one, hit rims off a couple times and falls, no good.
This rim's a little tight, we'll take that.
2 substitutions, Maher exits, and Ella Duckman, we didn't see her on Friday night, but she enters for Elk Grove.
Yeah, Ella's a good player. She must have had something going on, because usually she logs some pretty decent minutes.
Conant's on the scoreboard as Bradridge goes 1 for 2 from the line, under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Miles takes over the point guard duty with Maher on the bench. Miles dribbles towards the right, gets all the way to the rim, layup, no good. Defensive board by Cobb, but good work by Miles getting all the way to the board. Turnover by Cobb, Troush with the steal. Behind the back move, skip pass, just off the hands of Danica Little. That was an easy bucket if she was able to corral the pass.
Yeah, a little too much energy, right? Kind of cool, you get the steal.
And we have our first 30-second timeout of the day. It goes towards Elk Grove as they have the 5-1 lead, just over 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter.
So not this possession, but the previous possession. Ariana Troush was running down the middle probably on the left side of the lane to get into her position. She wasn't watching the ball. Conant forgot about her.
Yep.
And I think our guard was like, if she turns around, it's an easy layup. That's one thing is you can never not watch the ball, right? That's something you preach and preach and preach. See ball, see offensive player that you're defending.
Yeah. So what? First 4 minutes have gone by. What takeaways have you seen from this Elk Grove team here tonight? Still early, still a lot of game left, but from the Friday Elk Grove team that we saw as well.
We've seen a lot of Elk Grove players actually take it deep down into the lane, into the hoop, and I think they didn't have that option with Buffalo Grove. That was Buffalo Grove, right? That we had.
That was Hersey.
Hersey, yeah. I think the height equality is going to help Elk Grove, and I love the fact that they're taking it down low, and the energy level on both teams is pretty legit. Remember, I don't think Elk Grove scored for the first 4 minutes.
Yeah,
of the first
exactly.
Quarter.
That's what I was about to bring up. Elk Grove couldn't buy a bucket the first quarter, and now it's kind of this way. Conant can't really buy a bucket. Inbound goes towards Bradridge. Double team comes. Still in the backcourt right now. They hook it across. Clifton underneath for a layup, wide open. That's where the press is going to kill you a little bit.
Yeah, so Troush is like the strong safety in football, right? Nobody gets behind you. She lost track, and that was an easy layup. But I love their press. They played it really well, Elk Grove did.
Yeah, they almost got 10-second calls. Little now dribbles it up, picks up her dribble, has it in the corner, Wirtz. Wirtz finds Duckman, top of the key. Trying to get around Clifton, finds Troush. Troush makes a move. Skip pass into the corner. Wirtz for three, off the iron. Little offensive board. It's going to be a push and a foul by Olivia Hagler. Will be Elk Grove ball underneath.
Boy, they're spacing a lot better tonight, Elk Grove.
The shots are there. They're getting a lot of them.
Yeah.
Felt like Hersey was either closing out very well, or like you said, the spacing wasn't too good for Elk Grove. Miles coming off a screen. Looked for a three. Finds inside to Troush. Troush tried to kick it back out. Instead, she turns it over. Bradridge with the steal. Passes it up towards Gianna Fresso. Fresso lays it in, and we're all tied up at 5. 3 minutes left to go.
I would take a timeout there and just say, listen, we're getting beat down the court.
Yeah.
Nobody's faster than anybody. Just don't get beat down the court.
Miles hands off to Wirtz, finds Little. Little hands it to Duckman. Duckman trying to get to the top of the key. Little spin move. Skip past Troush. Troush fakes for the three. Throws it in. Wirtz mishandles it. Turnover. Fresso with the steal.
Just because you're not defending that person. If you're close and somebody's getting past you at half court, scrap everything and go defend.
Bradridge hands off to Fresso. Looking towards Hagler. Hagler's three, high arcing, no good. Offensive rebound by Clifton. Clifton lays it in, and Conant now takes a 7-5 lead.
Katie Wirtz, instead of bailing on that, she's got to find a jersey and just box out. It falls right in her lap.
Clifton's got 4 of the 7 points for Conant. So a good spark off the bench, the sophomore for Conant. Troush gets the pass in. Still has her dribble, tried to force one into Duckman. Duckman layup, no good. Offensive rebound for Duckman. They fight for it.
Somehow.
Hagler comes away with it. I do agree with you as Duckman did look a little hacked. Bradridge takes it. Finds Fresso. Back to Hagler. Clifton comes around the screen. Takes it away.
Nice help defense there by Elk Grove.
Skip pass Hagler. Look for the three, no good. Fresso will take it instead and banks it in. The bank is open here. And it is 10-0 run for Conant as they doubled the Elk Grove lead. Miles dribbles across. Uses the screen from Little, and they're going to call a carry on Miles. Turnover, Elk Grove. Here comes Maggie Maher back into the ball game. While she was on the bench here, there was the 10-0 run. Conant inbounds to Bradridge. Bradridge being guarded by Wirtz. Dribbles right at her. Kick out towards Fresso. Now Hagler. Hagler being guarded by Maher. Inside to Bradridge. Bradridge layup. Good. 12-5. The scoring
Maher
drought.
and Troush just lost track of that cut to the rim.
Yeah, the scoring drought has switched. It started with Conant, and now it's on Elk Grove's side.
Tough pass.
Maher got double teamed, had it knocked away. Skipped through Troush. Back to Maher. Little was open in the wing. Inside, Duckman layup, no good. Maher offensive rebound. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Maggie Maher trying to end the scoring streak for Elk Grove.
Last possession, this possession, and the last possession, Elk Grove just just not looking to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
A lot of passing down low.
Spacing went away a little bit too.
If you're 3 feet from the rim, there's no different than being 2 feet. So just take the 3-footer, don't pass for the 2-footer.
Maher's first one up and good.
Great shot.
She was definitely the best free throw shooter that we saw on Friday night.
She's got great fundamentals.
And here's the person that you talked about earlier today, Nija Sefik. She enters the ball game. 40 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
I hope it carries to this game, but she was a huge lift every time she came in.
Energy, hustle-wise, I completely agree. As Maher goes 2 for 2 from the line, she's got 5 of the 7 points.
She's smiling all the time too. She's having fun, whatever she's doing.
Bradrich gets around, finds Clifton in the short corner. Clifton goes right, drives baseline, no good. Duckman defensive rebound. Maher calls for it, under 30. We'll see if Elk Grove settles for one good shot here. Maher goes to the lane. Skip pass out to Wirtz. Wirtz right back to Maher. 15 seconds on the clock. Maggie Maher has it. Finds Wirtz in the corner, inside to Duckman.
It's got to go up right now.
Maher, dribble one, no good. Hagler, defensive rebound, 5 seconds left on the clock. Bradrich brings it up, chucks it ahead. Duckman deflects it away. It'll be 1.5 seconds left to go.
That clock stopped on the assumption it was going to go out of bounds.
It was definitely an early stop on the clock.
We might have about 0.7 on there at this point. But
Maddie Cobbin enters the ball game and will inbound for Conant.
Odd that nobody's on the ball here.
Hagler. Hagler gets the shot off. No good. They won't count it. 12-7 is our score at the end of the first quarter. Takeaways.
Well, like you said, this is a game of 2 quarters. 5-0, 12-2.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. I'd like to see our 23 Suffolk in there a little more often, but it's not to say I know the team as well as the coaching staff, but
yeah, I think Maher is a huge key to this team for Elk Grove.
Absolutely.
The 12-0 run happened when she was on the bench. She has 5 of the 7 points, so she's got to keep shooting, but she's also got to get her teammates involved as well. Make sure they get easy buckets. In the second quarter, I think was Elk Grove's best quarter, and that's when Maher troushed on open layups 3-4 times on Friday night. So maybe looking some more of that, some facilitating roles, but still go get yours, Maher.
I go back to talking to the coaching staff prior to the last game that we did, and they said, well, we're still trying to figure out who plays well with who. So that's maybe why we're seeing a little bit of, in our eyes, maybe disconjointed 5 out there at a time. But again, it's early. Every coach is trying to figure out what they have right now.
Yeah, still early in the season, like you said. I do think Sefik, she's only was in there for about 40 seconds. She returns to start the second quarter. But Duckman, we didn't see her Friday night, but I thought she made a good presence as well in that first quarter. So 2 players to build off of and keep your eye on here in the second quarter as we're underway.
Elk Grove comes out in a bit of a zone.
At the top of the key, Bradrich has it.
Now, Suffolk can't lose track of 40, Tierney.
Cobbin, dribble handoff. Fresso.
You need help down low here.
Bradrich, they do feed it inside to Tyrene.
Nice
no
job.
Good. They fight for the offensive rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. Sefik and Tierney fight for it. It's going to be Elk Grove basketball.
Coach is begging Neela to do exactly what we saw. She's got to come a little quicker to double team when Tierney gets the ball down low.
Maher hands off to Miles. Miles looked for Little. Instead, she spin moves, and we're going to have a touch foul on Bradrich. That will be her first. And first of the quarter for Conant.
Nice little stack here. See if somebody comes free.
Maher gets it. Looked inside towards Suffolk. Little with it.
Swinging.
Little drives right, picks up her dribble. Maher finds Miles. Miles inside towards Duckman. Duckman, little dump off to the short corner. Sefik, no good on the jumper, but good look for the Grens.
Very good play.
They're going to find their point guard in Bradrich. She'll bring it up, finds the cut of Hagler. Underneath Tierney, no good layup, but she'll go to the line for 2.
That's a good foul.
Great play by Hagler, moving without the basketball, created a shot for her teammate.
Coach Linfors just wants help a lot sooner.
Yeah, Maher gets drawed with her second personal foul.
Conant's player number 30, Bradrich, obviously, she's basically running the offense. I think she's a tough to defense.
Tierney hits the first one.
Not
2
extremely flashy,
substitutions.
but she seems to get wide open if she makes a couple moves.
Yeah, Maher exits. Katie Wirtz enters, and Cobb enters, and Maddie Cabin exits for Conant. Tierney's second shot falls through. She goes 2 for 2 from the line, and there's another quick substitution. Lila Clifton, the sophomore, back in for Tierney. 14-7 is our score. 6:55 left to go. Miles brings it up for Elk Grove.
Both coaches coaching hard here.
Miles goes all the way to the rim to left, picks up her dribble, finds Duckman. Duckman dribbles right where she came from. Layup blocked by Clifton. Fought for the board. It goes to Sefik. Kick out.
Kick it.
Miles for 3 off the backboard. No good. Fight for the loose ball. It goes to Cobb. Cobb sends a skip pass towards Bradrich. Bradrich for 3. That's going to be long. Miles defensive board. Good one and done situation there.
Elk Grove's closeouts are just like a half a step too late, and I know coach is frustrated, but
Sefik moving out the basketball, goes to the line for 2 as she's fouled on the layup.
So that's what a player like Tierney can do to you, right? You feel like, okay, that's the defense we have to do down low. So the whole team kind of gravitates. They don't even know they're doing it to the middle. Once it kicks out to the 3, now you got 5 steps to get out there instead of 3 steps. It's a hard closeout.
Sefik for 2. First one falls through. 14-8 is our score now.
She's got a nicer shot as Maggie Maher.
Yeah.
Well, Elk Grove's hanging into this quarter here.
Yeah. Sefik, second out. Rims off, fight for the offensive rebound. They fight for it. It rolls out. And it's going to remain Elk Grove basketball underneath. Katie Wirtz and Ella Duckman were fighting for it on the Elk Grove side.
Coach is calling for some sort of inbound play, and I think you got to get, Duckman or Troush something to get open.
Yep, Troush just re-entered. They find Miles. Oh. Miles passed up an open 3. They find skip pass to Little. Little shot is long. Defensive board by Anna Warbington. Bradrich brings it up.
Much better here for Elk Grove getting back on defense. Nobody got beat.
Skip pass, Bradrich in the corner for 3. No good. Defensive board goes to Little. Little finds Duckman, and she'll bring it up herself. She's got Miles on her right.
Elk Grove's looking better on the defensive end, no question.
Inside, Troush. Troush layup. No good. Offensive board by Troush. Second opportunity. She'll go to the line.
I don't know how far that is to the other rim, but if I could see that foul and I wasn't hearing a whistle in the beginning, I was like, oh, boy, here we go. You could have called that from Rolling Meadows.
Yeah. Troush going for 2 free throws here, last trip.
These are big right now.
Yeah.
5.5 minutes left. Cut this down a little bit.
First one falls through for Ariana Troush. The senior, one of 5 seniors on this roster. So a fairly young team for this Grenadiers team. And it's good someone like sophomore Katie Wirtz is getting big minutes. Troush, second one, rattles around, falls through. She goes 2 for 2.
14-10. How about a stop here?
Cobb dribbles it up for Conant.
At the very minimum, nothing easy.
Sends Warbington through. They tried an elevator screen. Warbington collects. And that pass will go out of play. Tried to force one into Bradrich. There's the stop you were looking for.
That's a great screen. It's hard to run more than once or twice, but it can get you wide open looks. Yeah,
that elevator screen came straight from the playbook of the Golden State Warriors. Ran it for Steph Curry all the time. I remember in high school we used to try and run it. Never worked out very well.
Straight up. There it is.
Wright puts that one in for 2. The sophomore Gianna Wright, she came in a couple times on Friday and made a big presence. Says the one girl from Hershey was tall. She at least tried to stop her a little bit.
Elk Grove down 2 here. One more stop.
Cobb at the top of the key. Skip pass towards Bradrich. Miles defends well.
Let's travel.
Almost deflected. We'll see if they call it. It is going to be an over and back. Conant's coach doesn't like it. He thought it was tipped.
Well, it's funny because Little looked at her teammates and she literally just pointed to herself in front of the ref. She's like, yeah, I touched that one. Which is great. Make sure the ref doesn't see you say that. Yeah, she had a little fingertip on it, but we'll take that call.
Yeah. 14-12, under 5 to play in this first half. Miles gets the inbound pass right back to Little. Little using the screen from right. It's a good one. Inside to Troush. Play goes right back towards Little. Wirtz inside now to Troush. Troush working on Warbington. Layup, no good. Offensive rebound by Troush. And it's going to be a jump ball blocked by Clifton.
I couldn't see the referee down there. I was like, if they call that a foul, we got a break because that was just all ball.
That was a good defensive work. Lila Clifton.
Absolutely.
Like I said, she had about 5 boards in the game tape that I watched. Press comes in. Nothing too crazy, though, on the Elk Grove side. Cobb does pick up her dribble, though.
I love it because it just, well, that's too easy. But having said that, coach really wants some hustle on defense. What that does is it stops them from just taking it easy like it's a normal practice day and getting in our offense. You know, Conant's got a lot of players that can score. We can see it.
Yeah.
Just give them a little bit of stressor, you know. Just take maybe a sidestep. You can get a turnover over that type of press just as easy as you can as a full court.
Yeah.
That's aggressive.
Absolutely.
Show somebody different.
And it showed as well because Cobb picked up her dribble and just kind of threw a Hail Mary towards Tierney at the bottom of the.
Just a hope.
Yeah, and it worked out in Conant's favor, but more times than not, I feel like Elk Grove will come away with a steal, will come away with a deflection.
I've had coaches before tell me we don't press because we can't. We're not good at it. I said, well, how in the world would you know?
Yeah.
If you're taking your information off of practice, like, who's got the energy? Well, you're pressing your friends, your classmates. You got to try it once in a while.
Little inbounds to Miles. 16-12 is our score. Approaching 4 minutes left to go in the half. Little dribbles right. Inside dump off to Troush. Troush kicks it back out to Wirtz. Wirtz for 3 off, just
really
short.
Good shot.
Right, tips it away. Tierney flicks it on ahead. Loose ball, it does go to the back of the hands of Tierney. Bradbridge has a 3. Decides not to take it. Use the screen from Tierney.
Much better here.
Skip pass to Holmes. Holmes.
There's your double. Watch the
Bradbridge
swing pass.
Winded back towards Tierney. We got a push off. It's going to be Ariana Troush's first foul.
I don't know who she pushed, but I was blocked out.
Cobb to inbound for Conant. Gets it in towards Bradridge. Skip pass towards Holmes on this 3.
Conant's really spaced out. They're taking the whole half court.
Bradridge for 3. That's an air ball. Fight for the board. It goes towards Allie Holmes, the senior. Finds Cobb. Cobb skip pass towards Bradridge. Layup, no good. Tierney offensive board, and she'll flick it on in for good. 18-12.
That was an awesome play by Conant.
Yeah.
I mean, the ball was deep down here in the corner. They got it out. Swing pass. The one player just had a little bad handle. She had a good shot at it, but Tierney cleans it up.
Full timeout by Conant as they're up by 6 with 3:25 left to go.
Take a look at the 2 offensive philosophies. You're going to watch Conant. They're really spread out, right? They make themselves get a lot of room, where Elk Grove kind of gets bunched in. I like being spread out, but you got to have the speed for that, and you got to have outside shooters. So, you know, it's not for every team, but boy, I like to give my offensive people a little more space, and if that's the case, use the whole court.
Yeah, they do, and they do it well too. They pass it around quick. The ball doesn't stick in the hands per se, and when they take the open shot,
their rotation on the top of the key is crisp.
Yeah,
it's obviously how coach wants them to run their offense.
Yeah, and I was watching the JV game earlier. As one of the girls I coach softball, she plays JV for Conant, and it was the same philosophy: spread out the court, pass it around, get the open shot, and they did it very well at the JV level too.
We used to have the kids. We would say we'd take a half court and cut it in half, and anything outside a half court of a half court was out of bounds. And the madness, and they get to understand, like, man, this isn't really fun.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's within 4 feet of each other. There's
Yeah.
nowhere to go. Then we'd take the tape out, and the offense would flow a bit more. You'd see people spread out a little bit more.
As we're back in action here, 3:20 left to go. Gren's down by 6. Miles dribbles it up. In and out move to the rim, banks it in.
That's a great
exactly
take.
how Miles drew it up.
Yeah, she's had that look a couple times and's given up on going to the rim for a pass, but hopefully that'll fire her up.
Clifton, short corner jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound. It tipped to Wirtz. Katie Wirtz.
Great box up.
Take
by
it
Wirtz.
out. Wirtz finds Miles.
Fire it.
Miles looked inside towards Duckman. Hand off to Wirtz instead. Using the screen, Wirtz layup blocked by Clifton. And it is going to be a foul on Wirtz as well. Cobb hits the ground.
Is it Troush or Wirtz? We'll see.
I didn't see it. Oh, it looks like Troush. So I'll be Troush's second. Katie Wirtz still does not have a foul, or she has one foul.
Substitution, Tierney back in. Elk Grove looks like they're just going to pick up the ball at half court.
Tierney being marked by Troush. They've been guarding each other all night. So far, Tierney's gotten a couple buckets. Nothing crazy. Bradrich sends Tierney through, sends it back up to Cobb at the top of the key. Clifton has it on the far side wing, skip pass towards Bradrich, gets around Duckman, gets around Little. Bradrich layup up and good, too easy.
Little's just got to take one more step towards the baseline, and that might be a little bit different, but I do like the defensive help.
Miles, Duckman now has it. Looked inside, she'll take the three instead. Ella Duckman just off the mark. Clifton defensive rebound. Bradrich will dribble it up. No numbers for Conant, dump off to Cobb. They find an open layup, Cobb missed it. Wirtz comes down with the defensive board. And it is Elk Grove basketball. 2 minutes left to go here.
Somebody step out of bounds or something?
I believe they said Cobb was fighting for it out of bounds.
Okay.
Fresso enters the ball game, and does Ellie Holmes for Conant. No subs for Elk Grove.
Big possession. We're going to get under 10 minutes, and Elk Grove can cut this to 4 points, maybe 3.
Miles brings it up with Little now. Little uses a screen from Duckman, shields off her defender. Wirtz has it top of the key. Dump off towards Troush. Troush faces the basket. Will kick it right back out.
Conversely for Conant, as much as they spread out their offense, they pack the lane for defense. It's very
Troush
hard to
for
get
three.
Nice
She got
shot.
it. Ariana Troush cuts it to 3.
It's a big bucket for Elk Grove. Little stop here.
Bradrich has it. Looking for an answer is Conant. Cobb, top of the key. Right back towards Clifton. Miles shagged off Clifton a little bit. Miles deflects the pass. Wards keeps it in. Little finds
No numbers. Bring
Miles. Trying to push the floor is Ziala Miles. And now they find Duckman. Duckman for 3 to tie the game. She got it. 20-20, a minute left to go. Ella Duckman for 3, the senior.
She's been a great player for Elk Grove for years. She's been a great senior.
Duckman now guarding Bradrich. Clifton has it for 3, doesn't want it. Dribbles towards Miles. Bradrich thought about the 3.
Might see a
No
timeout by
spacing
Conant
here for Conant. Yeah,
20.
Cobb's got it at the top of the key, looking for somewhere to go. 35 seconds. Inside Cobb. Try to lay up, and she'll be fouled. We're going to say that Little used the body.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give that foul. It probably was the body.
Sefik looking to come in for Elk Grove, but Cobb's got 2 free throws instead. 32 seconds left to go. We're tied at 20 here at Elk Grove.
If I'm Elk Grove coach, I get this ball inbounds, get it to the timeline, and call a timeout. You got plenty of time to set up something.
Cobb misses the first one. 2 substitutions, 1 for each team. Sefik enters the ball game, and as does Maddie Cabin for Conant. Second one falls through. 1 for 2 trip for
and if
Asher
I'm Conant,
Cobb.
I'm doing some sort of press here.
Yeah, as they sit back, though, 30 seconds left. Coach
Coach wants a
Lindfors
timeout.
saying hold 1. We'll see if they even call it. No timeout. Wirtz gets deflected away. Turnover. Cobb and Wirtz. Foot race. Wirtz defensive block.
It's a great block.
3-point shot for Bradrich.
Yeah.
Good as gold. And it's back to a 4-point lead for Conant.
What's the foul? Oh, they're just warning for the
Delay of game.
delay of game warning.
So next one will result in a technical foul if it comes to that point.
It was just a matter of time for Bradrich to start to heat up. I watched her in
she was shooting
warm-ups.
for a couple of them.
She's got a beautiful shot from 3.
Miles, under 10 seconds left to go here. Tried to dribble around. She loses the handle. It's going to remain Elk Grove ball with 2.5 seconds left to go.
She dribbles with her head up. Duckman's wide open in a spot where she can
Yep.
bury a 3.
Little to inbound.
Set the screen. No
They
screen set.
do not. Ball's not touched yet. Now it will. Wirtz has it turned over. Bradrich to beat the buzzer. It's going to count. Kiana Bradrich with the bucket. Makes it 26-20 going into the half. Just a miscommunication by the Grens.
Miscommunication in a long 2.6 seconds, if you think about it. I mean, the ball was touched prior to half court. Then it was tipped, and Conant had, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 dribbles. However, that doesn't make up for you. You can't let that happen.
Yeah.
You're doing inbounds under your basket. That ball's got to stay down low or to the side. Can't go out to the top.
26-20 as we go into the half. We'll talk about a little recap once we get back, but he's John Walls. I'm Chris Randall. Thank you for listening to the first half, and we hope to see you in the second. We'll be back soon. Welcome back. Second half action, getting ready to go momentarily. 26-20 is our score. He's John Walls. I'm Chris Randall. John, what are your takeaways on this first half? What can be better? What can you stick away with your strengths?
Two things come to mind is watching Conant warm up in practice. I thought they would have a much higher shooting percentage, and especially from the three-point line, which tells me Elk Grove's defense is working. And secondly is Elk Grove is absolutely in this game. I'm sure Coach was a little hot at halftime. Maybe she got the point across. We can't let anybody get behind us. I mean, it's too easy. Layup points are layup points, and if they're uncontested because 2 or 3 of your players didn't get back, it's just unexcusable. Again, early in the season, much time to figure these things out. But when you're playing your rival, now's the time to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right? Just give your coach your best effort. Listen to what they're telling you. And see what happens. But Elk Grove's in this game. I'd like to see Elk Grove either spread out a little bit more, or actually they're getting some wide open looks a little further from the basket than probably they want. So if you're on the offense and the ball's down low and it's swinging around, take a couple steps up a little bit. Get into your shot range so when you do get the ball, you're ready to shoot.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see how this finishes out.
Yeah, I'm excited for second half here. The one takeaway that I had is Elk Grove down by 6. Maher sat the entire second quarter pretty much. Yeah. And to argue down by 6, they should be tied two bad turnovers under 30 seconds. Otherwise, it's still 20-20. Right. So still a lot of ball games, 16 minutes to be exact left in this one as we're about ready to go. Conant in their all navies, Elk Grove in their whites.
I love to go by quarter. Elk Grove lost that quarter by 1 point, 14 to 13.
Yep. Maher is back in the game for Elk Grove, so something to look out for. Both regular starters are in. Little, look for the shot tipped towards Wirtz. Wirtz tried to feed it into Troush. She'll be fouled by Bradrich. Foul on the sideline.
Conant bailed us out there. We just didn't have any flow there coming out of halftime. We were very bunched up on one side, but we'll see.
Little inbound, fed towards Maher, miscommunication, turnover for Elk Grove.
Can't have that. That's just one of those things you just got to take care of the ball.
So Holmes will inbound, Cobbs looks to receive.
And one way to do that is ball fake to your left because the defender's not looking at anything but you. Good steal here.
Maher with the steal. And she's won't go to the line because she did not get up a shot. So it'll be an inbound underneath.
This is the second game in a row I've seen Maggie take a really hard foul on the hardwood, and she is not going to give up anytime soon.
Substitution here. Cobb exits, and Gianna Fresso enters for Conant.
She's shaking out her right elbow, and for some reason, elbows are a lot stronger than wrists.
Maher gets it tipped away by Hagler, and that one looked like it jammed Maggie's finger.
Yep.
2 tough possessions here for Maher. Miles gets it. Little right back to Miles. Able to keep it in. Maher wants it. Skip pass to Wirtz. One more. Little looked at the 3, decided no. Elk Grove moving it well. Maher dribbling.
Great play.
One step dribble.
Great
no
play.
Good. Loose ball. Wirtz comes down with Troush comes down with the rebound.
Somebody's wide open.
Skip pass. Little for 3. Little Bounces around, it
Yes.
falls through. 26-23.
Conant got into that trap of following the ball. There was 4-on-1, so that means there was at least 3 Elk Grove Grenadiers open.
Hagler has it. Forced to pass towards Fresso. It did get to her. Bradrich being guarded by Wirtz. Skip pass towards Holmes. Bradrich, Conant swings it around well. Inside, forced
play.
pass. Troush comes with the steal. Trinity, no pass.
Good no call on both the reach in and a possible travel. It was just not obvious. Get in.
Miles, 2, no good. Maher,
back up, Maggie.
offensive board. Maher trying to get
Another
around. Blocking foul. Hagler flops.
Maggie can live on that all day because she's got a fairly decent quick step, a very good quick step, and she's just got them off guard. Their weight's already off the floor. It's just an easy block. I would run that at them constantly.
3 quick fouls for Conant. Remember, 5 gets you to the line for 2. Troush comes down with the inbound pass, finds Miles. Miles open 3 off the backboard, no good. Bradrich defensive board.
Great look. Nobody's upset about that shot.
Nope. Bradrich gets around Wirtz, finds Holmes in the short corner, gets it out of the corner. Hagler has it at the wing. Hagler skip pass, Fresso.
Double team.
Triney has it. Inside, Triney trying to get around. Troush picks up her dribble. Cut to the basket. Holmes, easy layup. No one guarding her.
If she cleared it, yeah, that was a double team on Tierney. If she gets out there very quickly, her hands in the air, she can't make that pass. It was just a little hesitant.
Maher gets it across for the Grens. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Handoff towards Miles.
It's a reach.
Miles gets around. Shot blocked by Triney. Offensive board by Maher. Her shot falls through. Maggie Maher picking up where she left off.
Yeah.
She's got
7.
Yep, 7. Troush has a sneaky 7 as well.
Maggie's heating up here.
Hagler pump fake gets around Maher. One's dribble, all air ball, and Maher's going to let it go out.
Got from here?
28-25.
I thought that went
I thought it
through.
was in too. I had to see Maher's reaction, and she backed away.
Big possession here for Elk Grove. You can get your bench and the crowd into it here if you can get within 1 or possibly tie this ball game. Tierney comes out. That's odd to me.
Clifton enters the sophomore.
She's a force.
Yeah, hasn't really had it. She's gotten some layups underneath, but we saw her knocking down 3s left and right in warm-up. She hasn't really put up a 3.
No, I agree. Go right to the rim.
Little skip out to Troush. Troush to tie the game. Oh, just off. Defensive board by Fresso. She finds Bradrich.
Great play. Whatever Coach Linfors and Moore said at half, it's working.
Bradrich layup, no good. They're going to say turnover. Travel by the junior Canna Bradrich.
Coaches ride. Conant coaches riding the referee there.
I thought that one was a travel too. I usually agree with the refs, but that one was for sure. Maher is going to be offensive foul. They're going to say Wirtz with it. Possible makeup call there. As that was the ref that made the call, got the earful from the Conant coach.
Exactly right. He had the earful, and that's fine. That's fine. We'll
28-25, under 5 to play here in the third. Clifton dribbles drive, finds Hagler. Bradrich in the corner. Right back up to Clifton at the top of the key.
Conant has no presence underneath right now.
No, everyone's out on the wing. 3-point shot for Fresso. It's long. Fight for the board. It goes off Cobb, out of bounds. Elk Grove ball.
That's funny. Troush was boxing out so well that the girl just spun around and just all her momentum kept taking Troush off the court. Box out's one of the coolest things in basketball because you can get away with murder. You can get away with anything. They're never going to call being physical on a box out.
Maher, handoff to Miles. Miles, a little spin move right back to Troush. Troush for a 2-point jumper, no good. Fight for the board, it goes to Clifton. Tallest girl on the court was at half court when she received that rebound. Cobb for 3, no good. Maher defensive board. A little hesitation move, Maher to the rim, layup, no good. Troush offensive board, she's gonna go to the line for 2. Cobb with the foul.
If I'm the Conant coach, I'm screaming right now. Elk Grove was probably over the back, and there was no foul. How do you foul somebody if your back's to them and you're underneath them? I don't get it.
And they're going to say Clifton receives the foul, so that's her 4th.
21, right, with that foul?
Oh, no, 25 with the fouls.
Okay,
she
then
wasn't
I didn't
even
see
in the play.
I missed that, so only half of that was wrong.
Troush, first free throw off the back iron, no good.
He's got to go in. Somebody's getting upset about something.
Yeah, referee was talking in Troush's motion. Fans don't like it too much, but when you go away, fans are going to be crazy all the time. So you gotta block out the noise. Troush, second one. Falls through, goes 1 for 2 from the line. 28-26.
I hated silence.
Yeah.
Because now you're looking for the shoe to drop, right? And if you have constant noise, it doesn't matter.
Layup no good by Cabin. Defensive board by Wirtz.
Oh,
Troush wide open. Pass was a little bit late and a little high. Turnover.
Bounce pass. Bounce pass. I haven't seen a bounce pass in high school basketball in 5 years.
Tierney re-enters the ball game for Conant. See if she could get going for her squad. Cobb finds Cabin.
Tierney's a little frustrated down there. She keeps calling for the ball, but nobody wants to give it to her. I don't know why.
Cobb passes on the 3, trying to dribble around Maher.
Great help defense.
3 by Cabin. Cabin, no good. Fight for the board. Out of play. It's going to remain Conant back. Oh, it's going to go to Elk Grove.
Conant coach is feeling a little heat here with this score. Very much more animated in the second quarter.
It means more here tonight, right? One, it's your rival. One,
Absolutely.
Your rival is also 0-8, so you don't want to give first loss or their first win to their rival, right?
Yep, absolutely.
But that's what makes it fun.
And this is much more than a rival. I don't think many towns realize, like, these kids grew up together, you know? And
Yeah.
They just happen to live on the other side of a street.
Wirtz for 3, no good, short. Offensive rebound by Maher. Maher finds Troush. Troush skip pass, deflected away. It's going to remain Elk Grove ball.
That was getting a little weird. I don't mind that out of bounds. Let's try to set something up.
Yeah. It was a little bit of a broken play off the offensive rebound by Maher. And good work, though, as Little's going to inbound it for Elk Grove. Chance to tie it or take the lead. Maher gets the inbound pass. Maher
there you go.
Tried to get around. Handoff towards Wirtz.
Boy, we're in a 4-foot area here.
Troush underneath, deflected away. It's going to remain Elk Grove basketball.
Don't hit the camera. Well done, well done. I need some more space in these inbounds.
Tierney exits, Clifton re-enters.
Couple hard screens. You're going to see Maher come down, set a screen, or Troush up to set the screen. They just do the switch, so you need something different.
Maher does get the inbound pass. It was close to the 5-second call, though, but they get it. Maher being guarded by Bradrich.
Troush working hard down here.
Little, right back to Maher. Looked inside towards Troush, now
well defended,
with Miles.
Bounce pass into her.
Trying to get it in towards Troush. Uses the screen from Troush instead. Maher gets around, deflected away, turnover, stolen away by Warbington.
Yep, a reach.
And then a frustration foul by Troush, so her third.
Elk Grove's just not, their inbounds just isn't there yet. It's very, stagnant.
Will come, though, like you said, early in the season. Still a lot of time left as Ella Duckman goes towards the scorer's table for the next dead ball. She'll re-enter.
Yeah, that's good for Elk Grove.
Bradrich dribble drive, layup, throws it up, no foul. She was out of control and good defensive work by Miles and Little.
So that was successful for Bradrich earlier, and Elk Grove was onto it. The double team came a little bit quicker.
Troush exits. Duckman enters as the jump ball remains Conant basketball still.
Nobody on the court has excessive fouls. A couple people on each team have 2. That's about it.
Warbington passed on the 3. Cobb will take it. No good. Defensive board by Little. Little finds Wirtz. Katie Wirtz has it in with. Finds Miles now. Miles has Little. Miles layup. No good. Duckman tips it away. Defensive board by Clifton.
Great defense there by Conant.
Bradrich throws it up for Clifton. Clifton layup. No good. Duckman defensive board.
Elk Grove's got to break this scoring drought.
Both teams have one right now. Maher to Little. Little inside. Duckman. Duckman kicks right back out. This is a good time for a 3. And it is always going to happen. Offensive foul on Ella Duckman.
I didn't see that at all. My eyes weren't on it, but he was animated about it.
Yeah, I was looking at Miles drain the 3. It always happens once there's an offensive foul. You shoot it, goes in.
Yeah, what happened? Was that on Duckman?
Yeah, offensive foul.
Yeah, she must have been moving on a roll or a pick.
3-point shot now taken by Warbington. Bradridge has it skip pass to Cobb. Cobb will take the three. That one will fall through, and that is a 5-point swing in favor of Conant.
Yeah, I'd give her that shot all day. She clearly can make it, but that was deep from outside.
Maher finds Miles. Maher wanted it back. Instead, she goes around the Wirtz's screen. Little has it now in the corner, dribbles left, layup. No good, short. Bradridge, defensive board. Wirtz takes it away. Duckman, skip pass is going to be stolen away by Clifton.
Everything was good about that. They just didn't see the Conant flash down the lane.
Cobb looking to go 2 for 2, no good. Duckman chases down the defensive board. It's going to remain Conant ball, though.
You can't get upset at hustle.
Coach Lindfors asked the ref if Duckman stuck her leg out, and that was what the offensive foul was called for, as her feet got kicked out. Inside layup, no good. She's going to go to the line for 2, though. That's Anna Warrington, the junior.
See ball, see who you're defending. They were all staring at the ball there.
See both is something that I was taught.
Yeah. Use your peripheral.
Duckman was called for her third. Or Wirtz was called for her third, and Suffolk's going to enter the ball game.
Let's see what we get out of her. I'm excited to see this next. Well, let's finish this quarter out in the next 2 to 3 minutes in the fourth.
43 seconds left. 31-26 is our score. Warrington goes 1 for 2 from the line. Conant 6-point lead. They come out in a little one-on-one press. Now Warrington or Bradridge re-exit, so Maher has it. Under 40 to go. Handoff towards Suffolk. Suffolk gets it towards Little. Little trying to get around, right back to Suffolk. Maher has it tipped away by
Nice
Bradridge. Maher floater, no good. And Maher will go to the line for 2 as the foul was on the floor, but that's their 5th foul, so 2 free throws for Elk Grove.
Boy, Maher should be trying to get fouled at all times at this point.
Yeah. Possible only 1 possession left in this quarter. Maher's good. 1 for 1 so far on the line. Tierney re-enters the ball game and home exits.
I'm calling a long rebound, put back by 23 Suffolk. I'm calling it right now.
Maher looking to go 2 for 2. And it falls through.
I'll take the basket instead.
9 points for Maher on the night.
All right, we got to come out and defend 21, right? She's proven she's got a really legitimate long 3-shot.
Cobb hands off towards Tierney. Bradridge finds
Now's where you got to
Warrington
get
in
tough.
the corner.
Now's you got to get tough.
Skip pass, Fresso. Inside Tierney, layup, no good.
Good
And
defense.
that's going to end the quarter. 32-28 is our score. 9-8, I believe, was the quarter in favor of Conant. Elk Grove down by 4, 1 quarter left to go.
I mean, Elk Grove, they've had some streaks. That second part of the first quarter, and both teams actually were on a drought here on this one, right?
Yeah, for a long period of time.
If we could play 12 full minutes of, good, intensive defense like they've been doing, defense has been fine. Just we can't have those 4 or 5 possession droughts.
Yeah.
No team can, right?
The good news for Elk Grove, though, Conant also went on one of those droughts, so it's still a 4-point ball game.
Right,
Anyone's game, 8 minutes left to go. Who wants it more at this point? So Maher's got 9 points on the night, and Bradridge has 10 points for Conant, 2 of the leading scorers here.
Bradridge, in warm-ups, I would have switched it. I would have said Tierney would have had the 10, and Bradridge would have had the 6. That tells you what warm-ups will show you, right? Bradridge is a really good player. Methodical, right? She's not a super quick move, but she's strong on the ball, and she knows what she wants to do with it. She's hard to defend.
And she's only a junior, as with Tierney.
Yeah.
So both of them got another year to go under their belt after this season, but they're only 7 games into their season, so there's still 20-plus more left in this high school season. Maher receives the inbound, and we're underway. 4th quarter of basketball here at Elk Grove High School.
It's got to be a good possession. Got to get a look coming out of a quarter.
Little dribbles, drives. Duckman in the short corner, pump fakes. Skip pass right back out to Little. Little, she'll
It's in.
take the shot.
Oh,
Just
man.
short, fight for the board. Sefik comes down with the board.
It's a foul.
And it's going to be
Oh.
a jump ball.
If he's going to call that jump ball, he's got to call it 2 seconds earlier.
Yeah. Holmes to inbound after the jump ball. Conant basketball. Cobb dribbles up.
Last jump ball was Conant's possession.
Elk Grove got it at the quarter. It switches.
Okay.
Bradrich to Tierney.
I would have had a mortgage
Hagler.
payment on that. I guess I was right. I just didn't know the rule, right?
Bradrich handoff towards Cobb. Cobb skip pass. Holmes didn't want the 3 at all.
Good
Now she
double
got it
team
back.
there.
Hagler top of the key. Moving without the basketball is Cobb. She's going to go to the line for 2. We'll see who it is. I'm going to believe they got Little on behind. That is the call.
Yeah, that's pretty far for me to complain, so I won't. I won't.
Asha Cobb going to the line for 2 free throws, looking to make it a 6-point lead for the Cougs.
It was hard for shorter players to get fouls because it just doesn't look like they could ever get fouled, right? They're so lower than they do, but they kind of get gypped once in a while.
Cobb goes 2 for 2, 32-28, or 34-28 is our score. Just about 7 minutes left to play in this one. Maher hands it off towards Miles. Miles to the rim, layup no good. She was a little out of control. Defensive board by Holmes. Bradrich pushing the pace here for Conant. Wide open transition 3, no good. Fight for it.
Yeah, that's Duckman just trying to make some room. Tierney just wasn't having it.
And the second, that will be Duckman's second foul. Conant ball underneath.
That play we just saw in Elk Grove, those are the plays you dream about.
Yeah.
And it was some little bobble in the middle, but
Triney layup good.
that'll set a coaching staff off.
Troush ready to check back in.
It's okay to face a player on an inbounds pass, especially when you're giving up height.
Maher shot off the back iron, no good. Hagler just hits it away like a volleyball swing right to Maher. Second possession for the Grenadiers. Looking for somewhere to go.
Here.
Duckman.
Suffolk's wide open.
All the time, it seems like.
Yeah.
Duckman dribbles right. Miles, 2-point jumper off the back iron, no good. Defensive rebound by Bradrich.
Elk Grove gave up on that. They had 2 players jogging back and the big long rebound.
Miles and Hagler fight for it. Hagler's out of bounds. Elk Grove basketball. Looking to come back into this one.
This is a must make right
Yeah.
here. You're going to come under 6 minutes. Excuse me. And you're down by 8. You have to make a bucket here.
Starters back in for Elk Grove with Troush and Wirtz entering the game. 6 minutes left to go. I'm sure we'll see this as the squad unless something tragic happens.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see substitutions.
It's going to be an offense or a defensive foul on Cobb.
That was close, actually. I mean, we kind of gave up on it. That's too close of a call to give up on.
Under 6 to go. 36-28 with Conant lead right now. We have a quick shoe timeout.
Yeah. Boy, we had a lot of those when they were younger. Holy mackerel.
And now we got another stoppage.
What do we got here? Oh, he wants her over a foot and a half. Okay. Well, that actually makes sense. I mean,
Little inbound.
that is his call.
Maher.
Energy's got to get up here for Elk Grove.
Yep. Maher picks up her dribble. Little with it. Little. 2 jumper. No good. Back iron. Wirtz and Holmes fight for it. Jump ball. It's going to remain Elk Grove basketball.
Katie Wirtz had no business getting her hands on that ball, and she forces the turnover.
The taller Holmes as well with the first touch.
That was an energy play. I love it.
Clifton re-enters. Tierney exits.
Something good here. Take that shot.
Maher passes on it. Troush skipped all the way towards Little in the corner. Picked up her dribble. Wirtz has it now. Inside Troush. They fight for it underneath. Jump ball is going to be the call. This one's going to go to Conant.
I'm noticing on the inbounds, I believe what I've seen is Elk Grove is like they're just mentally forced to go through the whole progression. Like the ball's always being swung around.
Yeah.
And I think there's some open looks prior to that.
I do agree. Clifton dribbles it back out now. Cabin has
jab
it
step.
taken away. Little
Go,
fast
all the
break
way.
opportunity. One man to beat. Little layup, no good. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Conant's
Cabin doesn't
screaming
like
about that, and I don't blame him. I don't know how this gentleman could have made that call. I just don't. I mean, I was 5 feet from him, and there's no way I could see any foul there. But
Danica Little at the free throw line for 2 free throws, looking to get it back to a 6-point game.
these are big. Could hear a pin drop in here.
First one for Little, hits around the rim, falls through, 36-29. Tierney re-enters. Holmes will exit for the Cougs.
Yeah, this is a big rebound for Conant if it doesn't go, and I like that substitution.
The 2 tallest players, Clifton and Tierney, back on.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Second one off the iron, no good. Defensive board by Cabin. She finds Cobb. Cobb gets it across half court. Conant taking their time a little bit with a 7-point lead, under 5 to go.
I don't mind a nice foul here at all. Nothing easy here. Nothing.
Cobb to the rim, layup, no good. Tierney offensive board, no good. Troush defensive board. Good hustle play by Ariana Troush.
Fantastic play. She's had a great game.
Maher.
She's doing a lot of dirty work
Little
for Elk Grove
hesitation,
today.
yeah, and 8 points.
Setting a lot of screens.
Miles jumper, no good. Tierney defensive
no foul.
board.
There you
Troush
go.
takes it away.
And
Troush
gets fouled.
layup, no good. She'll go to the line for 2. Coach Linfors loves it. Conant being a little out hustled here in the last 35 seconds.
Absolutely. All right, now you take these 2.
That's one thing about this Elk Grove team that I do enjoy, and it's going to result in some wins soon. As Troush goes 0 for 1 so far, is their hustle. They never give up. Someone's going to take them lightly, and Elk Grove's just going to come and they're going to blow a team out possibly because they hustle. They never give up on a play. Troush, second one, falls through, back to a 6-point lead.
Big bucket there, big stop here.
Cabin.
Elk Grove getting a small little pressure.
Wirtz guards Bradrich. By far one of the better defenders on the Elk Grove squad is Wirtz. Clifton dribbles left. Kick out towards Cobb. Cobb, skip past Bradrich, mishandles it.
Conant's in a
Inside
funk.
Tierney, turnover. Elk Grove basketball.
Conant coach has got to take a timeout. He's just got to. Conant is in a funk. Passes aren't crisp. They're at people's knees or they're above their head.
Maher. 4 minutes to play. Down by 6 is the Grenadiers. Dribbles right at Miles. Hands it off. Little has it. Maher wide open in the middle. Instead, Little hands it to Wirtz.
Oh, Troush is wide open here. I like motion, but I don't like it because you get caught up in a corner. Yeah, that's a great timeout there. That just did not look like anything was going to happen.
There was a lot of dribbling at someone, handoff,
Yes,
dribbling at.
kudos.
It definitely could work.
Kudos
but
to
in that
Coach
situation.
Linfors for sure.
36-30, 3 minutes, 49 seconds. Want quick here if you want more basketball in your life tomorrow. I'm broadcasting at Dominican University men's basketball. So come on, join tip-off at 7 o'clock, dustars.com for that one.
How's Trinity this year?
Dominican?
They're Dominican.
Yeah, they're 1-4 right now, brand new head coach. So still trying to feel out that process.
Right.
But it's been a lot of fun, a lot of athletes on the men's side, women's side as well. So last 4 minutes left. What do you want to see from Elk Grove here?
Just keep doing what you're doing. And if Conant stays in their funk, Elk Grove can take this game. No problem. But I don't expect Conant's going to come out of this timeout the way they were playing previous. Coaches had to have gotten something into them. They're just off, just a smidgen off.
Little. Has it tipped away, they fight for it. Right to Troush. Troush jumps up in the air, they fight.
Let go.
Clifton comes on with the turnover.
So that was a jump pass, but she had no idea where she was going to get the ball as she went up and jumped.
Clifton shot no good. Triney, offensive board. She's going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
I don't mind that foul at all. It's team's third.
Christina Tierney, the junior, at the line, 2 shots, looking to get into double digits tonight as well.
Can't give any layups out here now.
Points mean too much at this point.
Yeah.
Tierney's first one short.
Yeah, the jump pass will kill you.
Yeah.
Just kill you. You have nowhere to go. You have about a second and a half to make a decision and hope for the best.
Tierney 0 for 2. Maher defensive board. Troush and the Gren slow it down.
So that was a great foul. Good
Yeah.
foul turned into a great foul.
Miles tried to spin move, lost her dribble. Maher looked at the 3, decided no. Maher, a little hesitation move, floater, got it. Maggie Maher, big bucket. She's in double digits here tonight with 11.
She's got a lot of great baskets. That was a very huge basket for her team.
Bradrich wanted it in the corner. Clifton sent it out towards Cobb, top of the key. Bradrich now has it. Dribbles
There's a
in
nice
on
double
Wards.
team there. Very good.
Cobb for 3, no good.
Nope.
Air ball, they fight for it. It stays in. Troush defensive board. Maher looking to make it a 2 or a 1-point game here.
I'd like to see her just kind of come over to half-court line and then just bust speed right to the rim.
Yeah.
I think it's there.
I do agree with you.
I don't think Tierney's going to get over in time. She's too far away.
Troush layup, no
Oh,
good. She's going to the
take.
line for 2. Good dribble drive by Troush.
One of the better games I've seen Ariana play.
Troush looking to get into double figures tonight as well.
Yep.
She's got 9 at the moment. Chance to cut it to a 4-point lead here at the or a 2-point lead here for Conant at the free throw line. And that one is an air ball.
Yeah.
Short memory now.
Conant going small here. A couple of these players I haven't seen yet. Well, no, 12 and 25 we've seen.
Yep. Hagler started.
Yep.
Hasn't really gotten going
Probably see a
tonight.
little full court press here, possibly. Some sort of pressure.
Second one, Troush short. Fight for the board. It goes to Hagler.
Don't pick up a foul there.
Cobb. Skip past Hagler. Tierney. Kick out.
Wide open, nobody on her.
Cobbs will shoot it now. No good. Maher defensive board.
Well,
This
she
is
had that-
Maher's game to take over, I believe.
Yeah, right here. Just take it right down the lane.
Little. Right back to
Travels.
Maher. Thought about the 3. Bradrich right there, though. Maher. Handoff towards Wirtz. Wirtz tried to get around. Cobb fouls her. It's going to be
course it
the
goes in.
4th, 5th foul. So Katie Wirtz going to the free throw line here for 2. And for the rest of the period as well, Elk Grove is in the bonus. 2 free throws here on out.
I think Maher has lulled everybody to sleep where she just constantly pulls it out and they start their motion. And I just think if she were to just put it in 3rd gear, she might have a couple layups here at the end.
Wirtz off out mark. I do agree. She's used this hesitation move very well tonight, and I believe it's there every possession if she wanted
Right,
it.
it is.
Wirtz looking to make this a 3-point game. No good. Fight
Nice
for the
rebound.
board. Still fighting for it. 2 Conant players, and it goes to
That's right.
Bradrich.
That's right. Elk Grove had a
Troush comes from behind, takes it away.
Slow it up.
And it's going to be Conant basketball as it goes out of play.
Boy, Elk Grove had every opportunity. That just thing looked like it had oil on it. They just couldn't get their hands on it.
Cobb gets the inbound pass. Maher picks it up full court. Fresso has it. Skip pass. Bradrich.
Boy, they got spread out. They got Elk Grove's defense spread out really well. It's going to be hard to double team anybody coming down the middle.
Triney at the top of the key. Right back to Hagler. Cobb. Now Triney.
This zone defense is just forcing Conant to make an outside shot.
Yeah. Maher. Shot no good by Fresso. Maher defensive board. 1 minute left to play. Down by 4 the Grenadiers.
Right there.
Miles for 3. She got it. Down by 1 are the Grenadiers. 36-35. Clock ran about an extra 2
That
seconds.
clock went forever. No question about it.
Zarelia Miles, huge 3 for the Grens.
You're going to add at least
Back to 58 plus
Yeah,
seconds.
you almost get 59 out of it for sure.
Either way, 36-35 is our score. 55 seconds possibly left to go in this one. We'll see if they add time back on,
I don't know how they can't. Everybody in the room saw it.
including us.
It doesn't look like they're going to do it.
58 is, I believe, what this middle ref is coming to talk. Yep, 58 exact.
Okay.
So
I got hot a little early.
it's a good one. Don't turn that channel. Don't turn your phone off. 58 seconds left to go.
Great basketball game, right?
Yeah.
Entertaining as all get out.
And that's what happens in rivalry games.
It does,
At
I'm
this
telling
level, college level, NBA, wherever it is, rivalries always play close.
I've seen this rivalry go back to my niece played softball here, God knows how many years ago, and both teams were state ranked, right? And I watched a game that was just filled with nothing but errors and strikeouts, and we're all looking at each other like, what is this? And essentially, it's just because, that stressor of just in-town rivalry.
Yeah, you never want to lose to it either.
No.
58 seconds, Elk Grove looking to come into a press here.
Ooh, this is looking good.
Inside,
all right, get back.
Fresso gets it. Triney finds Bradrich. Bradrich trying to get across half court.
Man, that was close to
with
10.
the steal. Triney gets the dribble.
Great
Handoff
call by
towards
Coach
Fresso.
Linfors coming out of that.
40 seconds left to go. Bradrich in the corner. Hagler. Elk Grove may,
They got a foul to give,
yeah.
so.
Conant may just try and run it down as quick as they can.
Well, we got a foul because they're not in the bonus.
And they're not looking to shoot the ball either now.
Heck no.
Cobb, top of the key, 25 seconds left to go.
Got a foul
Miles, Triney, Troush, there's the foul. A lot of clock ran off there. I understand you'd want to get the steal.
Yeah,
down by one.
Well, see, you still got another one yet.
Yep.
I'd have fouled him. Whatever. What do I know?
Cabin enters, Fresso exits for the Cougs.
So the next Elk Grove foul, Conant
They'll
will be at the
shooting
line
two.
for 2.
Yep.
That's why I'm not particularly fond of this new rule because you're going to work your tail off and you're going to just get them 2 just because.
Clock ran again as Conant called the timeout. Ball wasn't even inbounded, so we'll see if someone noticed that one, and they do reset to 23 seconds.
I've done that job.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough
I've
job.
done it for like 5th grade house basketball, and it is stressful and not easy.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
You're watching the game, right? You cannot be a spectator. You just have to watch the referees and hear the whistle, and you should know what the score is at any given point if you're doing it the right way. It's not easy.
While we got a quick second here, thank you to the all EGTV crew as always. It's always a pleasure being here and working for you guys, so thank you for all your hard work as always.
Yes, thank you all.
23 seconds. Hopefully everyone's enjoying this one. It's good.
Nothing easy
Cobb
here.
gets it in the backcourt. Maher picks her up, and there's
There
the
you go.
foul.
That's
Maher
what you
didn't
want.
like it, but it's okay.
It's 19 and a half left.
It is her 3rd personal. She left the second quarter early with 2, so to pick up only 1 foul in the span of the half is good. Cobb to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, I still got to come to some sort of agreement with myself on this new rule because Elk Grove has done exactly what you would do being behind 3 to 4 points, and yet they only had 3 fouls for the quarter, right? That's pretty legit. Now you got to hustle up and give them 2 free throws. I'm not sure I'm in with that.
Cobb, 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
That's what Elk Grove needed.
Bucket ties the game up, possibly sends it into overtime.
Timeout, coach. She wants to run it through.
Maher, Wirtz, right to Miles, Little in the corner, 10 seconds. Pass is stolen away. And Maddie Cabin, the senior, going to the free throw line. 7.7 seconds remain. All's not done here for the Grenadiers.
That was a rough pass. It was.
Yeah.
Maher was extremely guarded. Yeah. So now still would be in a 1-1 here, previous rule, right?
Yep.
So
Cabin at the free throw line. Big ones for the Cougars. First one falls through the iron.
okay.
3-point
Made
game.
up my mind. I'm officially against it. It's taking me a little bit, but after watching this situation, I don't know that it favors anybody but the winning.
No good. Fight
lead
for the
team.
board. Triney layup good. That's going to put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Elk Grove played a great game here. they just seemed a little more excited at the time where you need to be calm, right? That fourth quarter. Coach Moore last game said, hey, in the hallway after game, he's like, we're going to build on this. We're going to build on this. They clearly built on it.
Yeah.
Right? So now we're going to build on this game. The coaches will staff will work on this game. That defense in the beginning, you can't let anybody behind you. I get Conant probably had 8 points easy just on easy layups because we lost a person. But it'll get better. It'll get better. And kudos to Conant. They got a pretty decent squad.
Yeah, a huge win for the Cougars in this rivalry match. Elk Grove going to be a little upset at themselves, but it's a young team. A lot to build off of. Coach Linfors, Coach Moore. I expect this Elk Grove team to continue to grow and to get some wins down the stretch when they need it. Still
100%.
early in the season.
And we're going to do a couple more, which is great.
Yep,
we're going to be able to
absolutely.
watch this transform all the way through February. So.
Yeah. Anything else here tonight?
All good, all good. Looking forward to seeing you next time up.
Yep. We will see you soon. And I believe the next EGTV broadcast is December 22nd for a men's and women's doubleheader once again. And that will do it here tonight. 40-35 Conant victory. We will see you soon. He's John Walls. I'm Chris Randall. Thank you everyone for joining us.